Here we go again. We're going to try this. Hopefully someone's going to join and tell me if my mic is working because I've had some mic issues. But we're live. We are live at the Amherst Railroad Hobby Show going on all around me. We are near the Mini Prince booth. Bernard has been getting set up. Come see this amazing display that he's got going on as well. We're going to take a little trip over to the ITLA booth and see if they have an extension cord that we can borrow, because we need an extension cord. An extension cord is what makes the world go round, and that is what we need, is a round extension cord. So hopefully somebody will jump in here in a little bit and start telling me how everything sounds and how everything looks. I do see little things flashing, which is much better than before. I might have some bad news for the Mini Prince team, as I do not see Nick and Renee. But that's the ITLA table. Their stuff looks incredible. Incredible.
It's only like 10, 15, 20 degrees away from where you want to be.
Steve is here, but I don't see. May I interrupt for 1 minute? I apologize. We are trying to solve a crisis.
Yes, sir.
And you're the man that might be able to help us.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
of Little Mini Prince,
Yes.
needs a little extension cord of about 9 or 10 feet, and he's wondering if Nick and or Renee might have one, and I was wondering if you, as the ITLA representative
I
of
will
the
let you
moment,
go
Okay.
and be the hero.
I apologize
No,
for interrupting.
Mini Prince needs a mini cord.
Yes,
Very
exactly. Well, at least a 9-foot mini cord.
Will Bernard take a 10-foot or an 8-foot?
He would take an 8.5
Pretty
foot.
particular.
Well, you know, I understand. I understand that he is, but you know, that's kind of the way it goes. Can we go see the behind the scenes of ITLA?
Yeah. I know we were discussing the cords yesterday, and I do not believe we have any extra.
You don't have any extra cords?
No. He got the.
Are we gonna have to send Bernard to a Best Buy?
Yes, there is a Harbor Freight.
Oh, there's a Harbor Freight right there.
Yeah,
literally
right
right
down the
there.
street. Yeah.
I will go mention that to him.
Yeah.
So just to get it on video, live streaming, Steve was completely unable to save the day for Bernard.
That's correct.
And we need to go to Harbor Freight, which is the step up from Steve.
Yeah.
I guess your modules. If people don't know, Steve's here because. What's your YouTube channel?
Muskoka Steve.
Muskoka Steve,
Yeah.
And he is going to be here doing some ITLA painting demonstrations
Correct.
and stuff. His modules are actually right over here on the other side. Incredible work building this. Here it says right there, meet the modeler. And this is some of your work here.
Yeah. This is my.
That's
So
some
I
of
just
his
posted
work.
this last week on my channel.
This is what I saw you did, a 3-part, 4-part?
Yeah.
3-part.
Yeah. Basically 2 parts on this, 1 part on the basics of building the industrial structure.
Yeah. So you'll get to see him doing a little bit of work this weekend. Maybe we'll stop by and catch him doing that at another time. We'll see how
Yes,
it goes.
ITLA was not here last year, so make sure you catch Nick and Renee and have them on your channel.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. So,
So I think I am live, and I think there are people there, but I haven't seen anybody comment yet in the chat, so I don't even know if the microphone is working yet. But we're going to walk back over to Bernard, and we're going to tell Mr. Bernard we're gonna tell Mr. Bernard that there's a Harbor Freight around the corner, and that might be the fastest solution. Lynn, mic is working. Thank you so much. This is the mic setup that I had earlier that wasn't working, so I cannot begin to tell you how glad I am that everything is working now. But I notice my head's looking a little big. I'm on widescreen on the on the gimbal. So Mr. Bernard, Nick and Renee weren't there. Muskoka Steve was there though. And Muskoka Steve made the recommendation. There's a Harbor Freight. If you go, right out, make a right, just like 5 minutes down, there's a Harbor Freight. And that might be your, just, run down there, get them, come back, set it all up. Maybe get a little longer extension cord for that.
Well, I'm kind of thinking, So you think they're still open at 5 o'clock on a Saturday? Or Friday? Wait, what's it?
It's Friday. I bet you somebody might have an iPhone, and they might be looking it up right this minute whether they're still open. If anybody online,
Open until 8.
there you go.
And they're close.
5 minutes down the
I've
road.
never ever been to a Harbor Freight in my life.
I had not been to a Harbor Freight until within the last year. We're live, by the way, so if you
I
want
know,
to,
I see, because you know why? Because you've
Why?
got this really goofy thing on your camera that says live, but it's really slow. Can you speed
But
it
do you
up?
know what? Is that nobody has asked me if I'm live yet.
But I know you're live because it's going live stream, but it's like L-I-V.
Have you seen the crowd here, Bernard? I need to keep things at a appropriate pace.
Are you live?
I am live. I'm gonna go see if I can find some of the other.
Now, do you keep the live stream banner on when you're not, just to screw people up?
No.
Will you?
Yes. Of course I will. Hey Bernard, it's working perfectly.
Really?
Yes.
You are.
Or are we gonna get this on camera?
You really are quite impressive. For all that blue smoke and blame Heath, you fixed Sparky, you fixed me, you fixed everything.
I fixed a couple things.
What's the QR code do?
There you go. See, if you take a picture of me, now you lost your phone. It's right. Is that it on the?
I'm not
corner?
gonna go get.
Anyway.
If I were to go like this,
That is how you could get to my YouTube channel if you wanted to see my videos.
and so you can get pictures of people going like this.
So
This is a very impressive
I can
setup.
tell people.
Hang on, come here.
Oh, you want to take a picture?
Yeah,
So
has
I can
anyone-
either have them scan the back of my pass, or just take a picture of me, and the QR code will take you right to my YouTube channel. He's going to take a picture of this. It's going to end up on Facebook, isn't it?
Everything ends up on Facebook.
All of it is.
Look at me.
Tell Bernard the Harbor Freight is still open here in California.
Oh, can they send me a cable?
That was from Lynn McCurdy.
Oh, hey, Lynn.
Lynn wants it. Is it working? Is it
Hang
not
on.
scanning?
No, I'm
You
just
can get
taking. Would
closer.
you stop
You can
moving?
Get closer.
Hold on. I want to get your face. Look at me. Not there. You go. There you go. There you go.
Do I need to pose?
No, look here.
Sure,
Very
sure.
attractive man, sir.
That's what it looks like.
That's
That's me.
that's you.
How many pictures did you
Oh.
take? Do we know who that is?
Look at that is dog.
Go back to Mr. Powell.
I want you to see this picture.
Oh, is that? Oh, there you go.
That cool?
That is cool.
Yeah, he's a
That
neat
was
man.
a cool. I gotta.
He's a
I
very
gotta
neat
get
guy.
there. I gotta get.
You
there.
got to. It is unbelievable. You would
Yeah.
not.
Hold on, let me.
Here. Look at
I'm
that.
zooming in a little. There we go.
It really is. For those who don't know and can't see, this is the Franklin.
John
and
A.
Sen-
Dawson wants you to scan me with this rig.
Oh God,
I
no.
don't think there would be, and do it in N scale.
Yeah.
Scan me in this rig in N scale. It'd be perfect.
All right, I'm having heart palpitations
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
I'm beginning to freak.
Exactly. Is this a YouTuber's meet and greet and nobody invited me?
Yeah.
You were invited. We were actually standing here
We were
waiting
actually
for you.
looking for you. We were over in the Mallory building.
Is Lauren over there still?
Lauren's
believe so.
over there.
Is he still over there?
Yeah.
Do you think I should go over there and ask him if he wants to mention anything?
He's actually alive.
He's doing.
Or should I wait until tomorrow?
All the announcements are for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'll wait. Okay.
Yeah.
He's very
Speed bump.
particular.
Well, that's why I was asking.
Come on,
if I
go
should
over and
ask
say,
him.
are you going to do this in N scale? I want to watch.
Hey John, hey Lynn. Who do we got? Brian Rock Rail fans here. Got two Johns. So this was a little impromptu because I was having problems with this mic earlier. I couldn't get the adapter to work. I spent all last night testing it and retesting it, and it didn't work today when I went to try it. So I have another adapter, and this is another adapter, a different adapter, that is working more better, as they say. But I'm walking over here because this is some stuff that I saw earlier. And the gentleman here is the owner, designer, the madman of Arduck, Locomotive Works. And these are laser printed. What's the scale?
The scale varies between 120 and 124, and then you get into the really large stuff, and it's somewhere in the 110 range.
But the details here. You're showing this earlier. Let's see if I can figure it out with one hand or not. Something unlocks it. Nope, I'm not gonna be able to do it with one. I wanted to show him how smart I was, but yeah.
Sure. It's hard with one hand.
It is hard with one hand.
But there are flues in there as well, so it's kind of hard to see because it's dark.
Yeah, the detail on stuff. Oh, where'd the? Oh, there it is over here.
Yeah.
I was like, you moved it on me. Oh, and all the doors are closed too. These doors all open as well, and he's got all of the internals inside as well, and just really gorgeous stuff. Cut on demand.
Yep, absolutely. Custom names, numbers, you name it, and it'll ship within 3 to 5 business days.
Website is
rducklocomotiveworks.com, or you can find me on Etsy if you just type in laser cut trains and look for the really detailed cool ones. They're right there, or
Arduck without the period, right? So like here's
exactly.
Yeah, so without that period, just Arduck. And that's based on your name, I'm guessing?
Absolutely.
I may try and convince them to sell me this one at the end of the show, but something tells me that's not going to happen. But yeah, he's been in business about 2 years, you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, a little less than 2 years, and has consumed numerous cups of coffee.
Yeah.
And just been really busy and having a great time, doing this.
Yeah, so definitely, if anybody is watching, is coming down here, come check this out. Really neat looking stuff, so thank you.
Of course, enjoy.
Yeah, I can't. It looks so good. That stuff just looks so good. Yeah, Lynn, I know if I break it, I bought it. I get that. I'm trying not to break anything while I'm here, though. I'm not saying that I'm going to be successful with that. But for anybody just joining, this is just kind of a, random walk around. I wonder if Nick could solve our problem, though. Nick, you got an extension cord in your pocket?
Sorry,
Bernard is in crisis and needs an extension cord, so we're going to send him to the Harbor Freight.
good idea. Yeah, I'll get my list together to give to him.
Yes, please do. Please do, yeah. Yeah, he's not worried about his stuff. He needs your list. So I've been getting some messages of people that are heading through. So Al, this is just impromptu. This is just me trying to get this camera working. See because it's been having mic problems. So this is more of a mic test than anything else. This is the Amherst Society's layout, and we just walk past. They've got trains running, which is a lot of fun. BLC 58. I have not seen Lombard Hobbies. I don't know where BLC 58 is, but I have not seen them here. I've not seen their sign here or anything from them yet. But I will find them at some point. I am sure if they are here or not. But yeah, some nice stuff to see here. If anybody wants to find me here, here's a map. We're gonna borrow this map for a second. Sorry, can I just look and see where 58 is real quick?
58?
Yeah, which direction is 58 in?
58 is Broadway Limited.
Broadway Limited in Lombard? Okay. Yeah.
It's 59.
I know where Broadway is.
Yep.
Thank you so much. So they're apparently next to Broadway Limited. So we'll go walk over in that direction. I like the Sylvan stuff. I've got, Sylvan does a bunch of end scale stuff, and I have a boat and a car float from them. Yeah, the planes, Dave, comes, or at least I saw them last year. They're right when you walk in the door, coming from, the BLC into the Young building. The planes is right there on the right side. That's Heath again. That guy's named Heath. I know, I'm like so amused by that, right? Like, I never get to meet other Heaths because they're just so few. Just so few. It's winding down today. Most people are kind of, wrapping up and, slowing down and covering stuff up. It's a good time to, just kind of walk through. Cowcatcher magazine coming in again. A bunch of people covering their stuff up. Like micro trains covering stuff up. Yeah, it looks like Lombard's just getting here. Yeah, Dave, there's a couple of people that Lombard's bringing, actually 4 different people if you go check out their social media stuff. They've got a list of all the different things that they got going on. But I'm not going to bother them, they're just starting their setup. Tomorrow we'll be seeing some trains running out here. Oh, this is good. Operation Lifesaver was in the other room, actually in the Mallory building. Now they're in the BLC this year. That's good. Good stuff. O-scale switching module. Ooh, prizes for the best 3 times. Oh, and it's 2 RLO scale. It's good to see 2 RLO scale switching. They're still setting up. They're a little busy. I saw this earlier, the snow scene. Everyone's doing little touch-ups here and there. Picking off the dust. Making everything look pretty. It really is getting quiet here, though. Really kind of winding down. So Almar, you were asking where I saw the chairs. Here they are, right here. And here's the show office at the Better Living Center. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So there's people's names on them. So I believe that they've been rented ahead of time and then brought over for people. So I don't think you can rent it on the spot. I think you would rent it as you know, ahead of time. And then go. So Friday, buildings till 10 p.m. Nelson, 10 p.m.
Yep. That's what the sign says.
Yeah, but see, I only believe you.
Well,
I don't. Whatever anybody else tells me, you're the man at the door.
I'm hoping everybody's gone by 8.
I agree. I understand that. Wabash. Wabash. Woobish.
Wabash. Dan.
Woobish.
Actually, Dan Wabash is just my email address.
Daniel, so you got your flat fixed.
My flat fix.
Yeah, the
Oh,
flat
yes.
Did you forget already?
Yeah. Well, no, I forgot that you had saw that. Yes, got the flat fixed.
Tell people who you are real quick, because I know I didn't really introduce you.
Oh, I'm live. All right. I'm Daniel Banks. I'm from Indiana, and it's been an eventful trip to get here.
But you made it.
We did. Spent the night in the Station Inn, Pennsylvania.
Oh, cool.
That
Nice.
is,
Yeah.
if
Hey,
you
James?
haven't stayed there,
Welcome.
you should. So, and now I'm meeting up with someone to get my passes.
Nice. Show office is there, or if you're meeting a person. Oh,
I am.
Somebody was talking about you earlier.
That guy there. Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about you. He was saying all kinds of stuff about you earlier.
I'm not surprised. I'm
it
not
was
surprised.
Just a whole.
Sorry.
No, I thought you were security.
No, I'm just doing a live stream of Daniel making his grand entrance
Right?
into the Better Living Center.
My official entrance, as it should be, filmed and live streamed.
I am just gonna follow Daniel around
All right.
all day. I'll see you guys later. It's still raining. When's the rain stopping, Nelson? Yeah. I know, exactly. I don't know, there's something kind of neat about being here now. It's so quiet, sort of quiet. I don't want to stay too late because at some point I'm going to have to eat. And at some point I'm going to have to figure out how to get a ride out of here. The downside of staying late here is that you can't just call up an Uber because they can't find their way around. So I'd probably have to hike it out to gate 1 to go get an Uber to get back in here. But yeah, we're walking through. I'm actually gonna swing by. I haven't seen yet, but I don't know if Mike Dunstan is here. Yes, Dave. James is here for Model Railroad Hobbyist, doing coverage of the show for them. I always like this layout. There's just some simplicity to what they do here. Got this nice little case with their water, I guess you would say, in it. It's a nice, simple, low-scale, somewhat modular layout. Ooh, there are buttons on the side. There we go. That one's hooked up. They're still setting up, so some things might not be set up yet, but you can see the lights coming on there. Walking past MRC again. I like these tool guys in the corner here. I always go and just buy a couple of inexpensive tools. Signalogics is here again. Signalogics is a company that I'm very interested in. They're doing a CAN bus solution that is different than LCC. Last year I talked to him and I was asking him whether he is going to adopt some LCC stuff, but he wasn't at the time, and I'm curious. Sorry, I'm seeing a pacemaker car. I got distracted. And I'm curious to have that similar conversation with him again, whether he's considered it some more, because this stuff is all CAN bus, so to switch over would be pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Crown River Products is here. I think Dwarven's usually on this corner here, or they've been previously. Got the Bar Mills folks. Got a whole bunch of the rolling stock. We came by, if you watched the first video, you can see some more of these guys. David Winther, this is definitely a bucket list show. My first show here, people said, "Oh, it's big." I had no idea just how big it was. I mean, you can't imagine this. So, yeah, we'll definitely. I forget the guy's name. I apologize, but we'll talk to the Signalogics guy again and see where he's at with some of the development stuff, because I really like what he's doing. I like the concept of his stuff. So, looks like here's another 3D scanning setup. Here's the T-track. This is the bigger setup. There is another setup in the other room, as I mentioned. So I'm kind of just seeing, the iPhone is not charging right now because of my cable situation. So I'm a little bit curious how long the iPhone's going to last, which is partly why I am doing this stream right now. Also, I just thought, maybe some new and different people might be available at this time of day and you just want a little bit of a walk through. It is interesting how many people are set up and good to go already. I expected people to still be setting some stuff up, but I'm almost just glad to see people aren't worried and have everything worked out. We'll take a little walk to Mallory. So yesterday I took a walk from the Sheraton all the way to the Better Living Center. It was about a half-hour walk. And then I was walking around this morning, and I've now doing another walk around as well. So I'm definitely getting my steps in while I'm here. Hello, Iowa. It is a big show. We've just walked through 2 out of the 4 buildings. About to walk into the next one, which is the Mallory building, which is kind of 2 buildings in one. And that's got a smaller front room and then a very, very, very large back room as well. I'll flip the camera around so that you don't have to look at my ugly mug once we go through the door, but it's dark out, so there's not a lot to see except me right now, and I actually find it interesting. How you doing? Good. So now we're back in the front of the Mallory building. Looks like people are still setting up in here a little bit. Dry Hill is much further along in their setup than previously. Than previous. John, I don't see any circus trains yet.
We just tied on to our train. So
Oh, did you? Oh, there it is, over there. I see it.
She's still running. Okay, now try to go forward with them together.
Do you like the color blue?
So this is actually a custom train that I did for a condition that I have called hydrocephalus, which is an incurable brain condition. I'm following it.
No.
Incurable brain condition where the cerebral spinal fluid doesn't drain. Currently, the only treatment is brain surgery, and I've actually had 23 brain surgeries because of the condition. And so each one of my cars represents a surgery. And all the car numbers represent the month, day, and year of one of my surgeries.
Okay. So let's catch up to it again, and we'll take a look at that.
The flat cars represent the day that I had more than one surgery in one day. So the flat cars represent kind of so do I need to do anything? Okay. I should
So like this flat car with 2 on it means that there were 2 surgeries in the
that
one day.
Yes. And the names on the actual flat cars are different shunt companies or hydrocephalus equipment related companies. And the tank cars are actually hauling hypothetical cerebral spinal fluid.
Ah.
So I did kind of a play on words.
How did you get into model railroading and decide to do this?
My husband. So
okay.
My husband is one across from us.
Yep.
And he was very heavily involved in model railroading, and so the first year I came to the show, I mean obviously I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And so the second year, this will be my 3rd train show. The second year, I'm like, Joseph, I want to build a train that represents my journey, my struggles, just my story. And so that was a year ago. And
you built all those in a year?
Yep.
Were you like a creative painter person before this, or?
No, he did all the painting. I came up with the idea, and Joseph did all of the painting for me.
That's really awesome. And will you be here Saturday night when the Women in Model Railroading is doing their op session?
I will, yep. I have to work tomorrow morning, but I'll be here tomorrow afternoon into the evening and then all day on Sunday.
Work is overrated.
Yes. And so one of my favorite cars,
You got disconnected.
I'm not cutting.
Whoops. That'll do it every time.
Hello, what are you doing?
Is this the Rapido Superliner?
This is a Turboliner.
Turboliner?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Rapido.
This is why I want my batteries for tomorrow, so I have my one that I don't have to plug in and remember to plug in. But I'm not good at multitasking. If you would like to chat,
you can blame it on me for having this conversation.
if you would like to chat when I'm not running, I'd be happy to chat with you.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm going to keep walking around, but thank you for your time. I think it looked like you hit something, and it was when it hit that it separated. So I don't think it was the couplers. I don't think you have a coupler issue.
Thank you so much.
If anybody has Andy Estep's phone number, if you could text him and tell him that I'm live streaming and I can't call him back. I've been streaming for 36 minutes and I'm at 70% right now, which is pretty wild to me. I thought it would have been down farther and faster than that. I am streaming on the Wi-Fi as well.
I guess you get that a lot.
A little bit, you know, some people. I'm gonna go see if Artie and Plumber are still over here, but I am guessing that they have left for dinner already, but maybe not. Maybe not. We'll find out. This is just a neat space to be. I just like this show. It's really incredible. Like, you know, where else would you get to meet somebody like that? It's just a great, just seeing that train, hearing that story. It was good stuff. So Plumber and Artie are up here helping out with this layout. Frank Neher, Neher, invited them up to come on. So Doc with no degree, nothing beats coming in person to this show. It's just incredible. I didn't actually walk around this one earlier. I just came over and was talking to people. It looks like they're working a bit on the staging yard right now. This one won Best in Show, I think it was, in 2020. They haven't been here in a little while, but they're back this year again. Don't tell anybody, but I'm crossing the barrier just so that I can get a little closer. I'm sure I'll get in trouble at some point. No, not really.
See, it used to be the modular, but it's also on the end too.
Yeah, Doc, this is one of those things that I think, you know, if you're into model railroading, it's worth saving up, making the trip at some point. I just realized now that I'm in here behind the barrier, I don't know how I'll get out, so I'm probably gonna turn around and go back. This is a cool little scene here. Yeah, they've done a lot. I like this time, you know, where it's kind of gotten quiet. I love this lift gate that they have set up to pass all of the wiring and everything over, and it's also got some relays down here on the bottom that kill track power when it lifts up, as well as they have looks like a little screen door thing that helps lift it up and keep it up in place. So good stuff. Yeah, Tom, I think I made a mistake, and I was about to walk past the opening, again. So I almost got myself stuck in there twice, but I'm good now. Made it out. I bought new shoes last year to come to this event, and I bought new shoes again this year to come to this event. Yeah, it is not the most comfortable to walk on, but you know, if everybody doesn't know DeBob's N-Scale Man Cave, you should check out DeBob's N-Scale Man Cave. These are all his modules right here. This whole row from here over to the corner. He's working on this. He's going to work on these for the next couple of months, bringing them out to Evanston, Wyoming. Might be bringing them out to Altoona. I think he's going to bring them, he said, to the N-Scale Enthusiast. So lots of work he has ahead of him. I did talk to him a bit in my earlier video, but he has really been getting into Fremo N-Scale, and that is the work that he's done. He's over there, though. He's got his back towards me. One of my favorite things is just checking out all these layouts. I'm really going to be curious tomorrow. Yeah. Yes, Tom. That is, well, Tom from Trains and Things, not Tommy Freds. Yes, that is a big fan. They are a big fan of mine, I understand. Those are actually really nice warehouse fans. They don't need to spin very fast, but the amount of air that they are able to move is very impressive. The next layout we're coming up to is actually the N-Scale stuff from the Northeast area. These guys show their stuff on a bit of a smaller scale at the Edison train shows that I go to, but when they come here, they get together with a couple of extra plugs and modules and stuff, and come out here and put together an even bigger setup. I usually want to walk past the Lego setup. When we came by earlier, they were still doing a lot of stuff. But usually there's a lot of kids over at the Lego stuff, so I don't do a lot of filming there. But now would be a really good time to probably get over here and take a look at some of the stuff that they are building. Especially at this is just I'm gonna zoom in on this. Let's jump in a little bit, get a little bit closer to this. This is a whole Coliseum. Oh. Check that out in there. I mean, that's just impressive to me. Train pulled up in the front, drop people off that are going to the game. All the people that they got there. Lauren Hurwitz, go check out some stuff named D-Ruck. I was there earlier in this video. You can find some of their stuff. I'll probably go back there again soon, but I think you would like the D-Ruck stuff that is out there. And so they like here they have all the scenery. Ruck, D is in David, Ruck, Roger, Unicorn, DR, D. Wait, D. I don't know. I'll send you the link. Dave, without the E. If you go to Etsy and search for laser cut locomotives, You can find them on Etsy. Not rock, R-U. U is in up.
I'll start digging out my
I just
scenery
love all the
now.
scenery and
Okay.
stuff they do. And like this too, like they've actually ballasted the track and they've mixed in different colors. It's not just all one color of rock. Here is their lift out section. Their bridge gaps the two areas. Yes, Joe, this is all Lego stuff. It all operates too. Tomorrow they'll have all this stuff running.
So that's what we need.
Check that windmill. You know, quite the details on this stuff. Got another little lift out section right here. You can see it sitting up there. Oh, this looks like a little cable car maybe. Here's a whole lift bridge. From the looks of it, it might actually work. That's a good question, actually. Do you guys glue all the stuff, all the Legos together? No.
Nope, nothing's glued.
Nothing's glued.
Nope.
So, were you into trains and stuff before you got into the Lego trains, or was the Legos your entry into the trains?
Well, I mean, I did Lego trains. They've had them since the 60s.
Right.
So,
Yep.
yeah, I've been doing Lego trains the whole time. All right, if you're going to live stream, then we need to put the tower on.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I didn't realize we weren't seeing the whole thing.
All right, hold on, and then we need to turn on the restaurant.
The restaurant is rotating. Somebody in the chat is saying, I don't think they're allowed to glue or modify the bricks per requirements to meet Lego standards. Do you follow any of that kind of?
We're just a hobby club, so we're not affiliated with the company to have anything. We try to build authentically and use only Lego parts and not glue or modify the bricks, but it's up to each individual builder.
I know there's been some stuff with all the 3D printing where some people say no,
Right.
You can't just make, random bricks just
Right.
because you want to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we try and stay away from that.
And I'm guessing that's not that's not to a specific scale, right?
No,
But it's
no. When
but
I wanted to do a a Space Needle kind of thing, and so what really determined this was this curve right here. So when I figured out this curve, then the rest of the scale came into being.
Do you use any software to help you design this stuff, or you just kind of work on it?
Yeah, actually, what I did with this one, there's custom graph paper you can print that's the size of the brick. So I printed that and I drew the curve that I was looking for, and then I built a few prototypes till I figured out what I want. And these are actually 4 different slopes of straight. This is actually not a curve. If you look closely, it's just tricking your eye because it's 4 different slopes.
I can see it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long does something like this take from inception to being able to show it?
This took. I did a lot of thinking in the back of my head. This took about 2 years to go from the idea to the finished product. The actual building was a couple of months, but it was spaced out over 2 years.
That's really awesome. Yeah, I wanted to get over here now because I know this area gets swarmed with the kids at some point. So
right.
I wanted to be able to get in and see a
up.
lot of these details.
It's not as complete
Understood.
as it'll be tomorrow. Right?
Understood.
We'll have more figs out in trees and the trains will be running, so it'll be much more.
Yeah, it's amazing. So we were over there and we saw like some of the track was actually ballasted with different rocks and stuff. Like the details are really impressive.
Yep.
So it's good. Is this a particular club?
Yeah. So this is the New England Lego Users Group.
Okay.
We just put our sign up.
Oh, right. Okay. Gotcha. And so this is people from whatever the 5-6 states up in the New England area.
And then we're collaborating with the Greater Northeastern Lego Train Club. So that's more than New England. So it goes into New York and Pennsylvania, and so that's what all the hardcore train stuff is in the back.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So is the train section of this kind of a little bit of an add-on for this show, or would you call yourself a train person?
Well, we normally do. I say normally. A lot of the times we do town and train displays.
Okay.
So we've had this for a very long time.
Yeah. So the trains have always been a part of it for you guys.
Because it provides motion, and so when you're doing a display, it's nice to look at something static, but it's nicer to see something moving. So the trains offer the movement, and then a couple of our members do like carnival rides.
Yep.
We don't have them here today, but like we're going to do a show at the Wenham Museum next month in Wenham, Mass, and there'll be carnival rides at that show.
Nice. So awesome. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Sure.
My is connected to the N scale group that is right over here. So club members will come and run stuff at shows on the modular layout, but they are more club people than modular people as well. So I'll try and remember to ask him that question tomorrow about how many trains can run. I honestly don't know the answer. This Reading layout to me is just so interesting. I wonder how long it took to build some of this stuff. Yes, if you don't have space for a layout, you can build a module and then come to a show like this. Run some pretty darn long trains. I'm going to widen this out a little bit just to make things a little more stable. Oh, they've got a live steamer group over there. Oh, look at this monorail coming up in the picture. Yeah, Lynn's got Lynn doesn't have a module problem. Lynn has a space problem because Lynn has plenty of modules. Maybe even, you might say, too many modules. sort of slowly make my way back to the better living center, because at some point tonight I will need to get some food, and I will need to find a way off this island, as they say. Yeah, Doc would not agree. That is one way to describe it, for sure. And we're just walking down one side. I mean, there's a whole other side to this layout. Should we take a walk around this whole layout?
Attention, we have a vehicle that must be moved. A black Lincoln, California plate 9, Bravo India Sierra 194. You're blocking other cars, please move it now. Thank you.
Yeah, this layout's worth walking around. We'll keep doing a little walking. I don't need to eat dinner tonight. I mean, I do need to eat dinner tonight, but, you know. So Lynn, when I got here this morning, all of the modules were set up, and I think they were actually running trains on this layout already this morning. So I'm gonna guess they've been here since Wednesday, but I'm not 100% sure. My understanding is that Wednesday does open up for some of the larger clubs to start setting their stuff up. Look at this. Look at these fields. Those are quite some fields. I like this layout, they have plexi along the sides, so you can't really reach up and touch anything, but they don't have barriers. Some of the layouts have barriers as well, so that people don't touch them. But this one just works on... Dave, that's a good question. I would assume corn, but I am not an agricultural guy, so I couldn't tell you. This area of this layout is really interesting if you're into the transfer of containers from trains to trucks. Lynn says, okay, because I know how long it takes to set up one of our module setups. Big setups take more than a day. Yeah. They've definitely been here since Thursday. I believe they probably came Wednesday as well. Speaking of CTC, I don't know what they have added, but there is a conversation that they did add lighting to the layout for this year. And they are trying on Saturday night to see if it's possible to turn off the lights so that we can actually turn off the overhead lights so that we can actually see all of the lighting that they've added. These view blocks, right? Like, it's kind of done as a view block, but like they're very elaborate and very well detailed. This bridge scene probably better viewed from a little bit further away. Yeah, so Tommy, I posted this last minute. I didn't know I was going to be doing this stream. I had a little bit of trouble with my look at this warehouse. I had a little bit of trouble with the microphone when I first tried using it this morning. The adapter just didn't want to work. So I went back to a different mic system that I knew would work. And this is 160 feet long. I just walked 320 feet down one side and back. So Tommy, yeah, I didn't think I'd be doing this stream. I kind of popped this one up at the last minute, so that is why the notification didn't go off. But I don't know what my schedule is going to be like for the show, so I don't so much go by the times and stuff. I did set up some streams, so like I have a morning stream set up for tomorrow. I don't know if the time is going to be 100% accurate, but it will be close, hopefully. The real thing for me in the mornings is, how early do I really want to wake up? Nice yard section here. I wonder if they get to set this up at any other shows, or if this is kind of their main show that they come to. And yeah, unfortunately, sometimes the notifications work out really well. Sometimes they take a little bit of time to come through. Dave, I like talking to Bob. He has got quite the plan going, and I can't wait to see what he accomplishes over the next year. And we'll definitely have to come back next year and show you everything that he gets done on that layout. I'm not specifically wearing a pedometer, but I do have a smartwatch, so, you know, it does count my steps. I see Keith is running away from me. Keith's another model railroad YouTuber, CAMP. He is here with the Northeast Quarter Society. I don't know about anybody else, but I kind of love this quiet. Like, we'll get to go back later and compare this quiet to a similar walkthrough tomorrow when more people are here. Tommy Freds, thank you so much for sharing your food choices. Knowing I am suffering from a lack of nourishment. I'm doing pretty good. Here's a small little company you may have heard of. Ron, so here's another story from this trip. I always, when I go on trips like this, I make it a point to order in some, water and stuff like that for the trip, so that I, have water and snacks and stuff on me. I ordered it about a week ago, set to deliver yesterday, because I was arriving yesterday. And I figured, a week should be more than enough time. For whatever reason, even though they had the order the whole time, they still couldn't get the delivery done on time. So the food and everything that I expected to have today, at least I will have tomorrow. But I didn't have it with me today, so I was a little light on stuff today, which is why I definitely do need to make sure to go out and get dinner. But tomorrow I will have a lot more snacks, a lot more food with me to get through the day. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We're back into the front of the Mallory building. We're back at the Dry Hill layout. Guess I'll need to go back over to the Atlas booth tomorrow. See if they're coming out with any more 4-axle switchers, because, my life does revolve around 4-axle switchers. Dave, I don't think they're here. I don't think they're listed because I don't think they're here. Thanks, Lynn. It is nice, the community here of model railroaders. See the whole Dry Hill groups kind of sitting down, eating, taking their dinner break together. A lot of the community, getting together for various events, various dinner events as well. Yeah, Dave, I didn't go past his trestle this stream, but the morning stream, I went past his trestle as well, and we talked a little bit about the count of the number of sticks that he has on that trestle, and it's quite impressive. So I'm going to start walking just a tiny bit faster as I exit this door and head over to the next building, which is the Young Building again. We've been there. We've been through there. We've had some conversations. We've talked to some people. Basically making my way back to the Better Living Center. We'll see how the battery life is doing on this phone. We'll see where we're at when we get over there. This, again, for those joining us, this is a little bit of an impromptu stream that I'm doing just to test out some equipment that didn't work earlier today. And part of it is I need to figure out whether this can be a permanent solution or whether I need to get the other adapter that I have coming to see if that one will work a little bit better for me. Well, I was going to swing by Home Shops and ask them about the split rock car, but they're not there, so I don't get to give them a hard time. Ron is here somewhere. I'm not sure where. I'm not sure where anybody is. I don't know what's going on. Everyone's just left. They've left me here all by myself with nowhere to go. Ron, are you at the Big E, or was this back at the Sheraton? Ron's back at the hotel. Dave is at supper time. Ron, I know Andy Estep went over to the Mediterranean restaurant. It's right around the corner from the hotel. He went over there with some people as well.
When you push the button, the light will come on.
I still don't see the Springfield tribute layout. I forgot to ask. I need to ask about the F scale layout as well. I gotta ask about those two layouts. See if I can find somebody that has a little bit of a story for those. They might have moved, so I might just have been missing them. Last time we walked on the other side of this layout, so I guess we can walk on this side of the layout this time.
That's a quite a setup you got there.
Thank you.
Are you like advertising it?
I'm on YouTube doing a live stream.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I see you went old school rail here for your
Yeah, they made the joint
bit easier, yeah. And there's the door that's going to take us to the Better Living Center. Howdy, Andy. Are you still awake, Andy? So we got to see the OVR people. Got a little insight on some announcements that they have for us tomorrow. I got if you go online, you can see the announcement that they have for tomorrow. If you go to where else? Let's see. Who else is doing announcements? The trolley museum that we were talking to with the Brooklyn exhibit, they're gonna be doing an announcement as well. Who else is doing announcements? Oh, Scale Trains is doing an announcement. A lot of people are going to be talking about some stuff, so it'll be good. The buzz is good. The excitement is good. So, yeah, everyone's got something to say, right? I mean, I guess that's just the nature of a show like this. Lots of conversations, lots of goodness, but
You're here to film my leaving.
let me turn the camera around. Hold on, it's looking at me right now. Nobody really wants to see me. So we caught Daniel on the way in. Now we're catching Daniel on the way out.
Who do you have on there?
We've got, let's see, Dave B and SFN Scale, Hot Dog Pilot Andy, Ron Montague, Inked Rails, Dave Hammer. Who else is here? Leamington Station just stopped in. Inked Rails. Did I say them already? Tommy Fred's Trains. Bunch of people here.
Okay. Well, hey, everybody. Enjoy.
See you later, Daniel. That's Daniel Banks on YouTube. Atherton and Rapido are making announcements. I thought you meant Atherton and Rapido were on the stream. I was like, no, they're not. Jim Wiggins, I'm sure, has much better things to do than see what nonsense I am up to. Oh, there's the New York Society of Model Engineers. I did pass them earlier. New York Society of Model Engineers is having their 100th anniversary this year, I think. 2026? 2026 is their 100-year anniversary. So they have a table here at the show. And it looks like they brought some stuff to show us. So we'll have to ramping up for that. Supposedly the oldest model railroad club in the U.S., as far as I understand it. Some of the very early manufacturers of model railroading, I believe, were a part of it. Some names that, if I could remember the names, people would probably know. It's getting quiet. It's getting nice. Things are settling down. The space the building is open till 10, so people can get here and do their setup and everything all the way up until 10 o'clock. So I've been streaming for an hour and 17 minutes, and the battery life is only down to 15%. I think that's pretty good for what the setup that I have right now. I guess it would be nice if I had a way to charge the phone as I go, but you know, we'll see if one of the adapters that's back at the hotel right now that I ordered as a replacement adapter for the other one that I ordered is gonna work for me, because I just seem to keep ordering adapters. You never have enough adapters. So OVR Inked Rails, OVR is behind me, and Mini Prints is in front of me. So my bag is at the Mini Prints booth right now. I've been hanging out with Bernard, helping him set up some of his technical things. So we're gonna go back over in that direction as we go. OVR booth, definitely will go over there again tomorrow to check out some of his announcements. Ron, there is actually, they've got a media space set up for people that need and or want to charge things that I am able to use. Wave at the virtual railfan camera at 34. Do they have the camera set up and going already? It should be right over here. I think it's gonna be, because it's usually on that pole right there, but I don't see it. Let's see, here's the Scale Trains booth. Does anyone see the camera? I don't see the camera. Does the camera see me? So here's the virtual railfan setup. Here's some pretty fancy. Here's a pretty fancy camera from the virtual railfan team, but I don't see a. I'm looking around at the ceiling. Look left. I'm looking around. I don't see a camera up there. I would think it would be right up there somewhere. Maybe maybe they made it secret so I can't find it. Tom's saying look left, but I don't know when he said look left. Go in front of Scale Trains. Is this like one of those like Inceptions things? I'm gonna be streaming them, streaming me. Alright, so I'm in front of the Scale Trains booth at the request of Tom Kovicek from Tom's Trains and Things. Anyone see a camera yet? I don't see the camera. But I'm definitely here. I would think they'd have some big wave at me thing or something so that it was easy to find the camera. Or maybe I'm just incompetent. It's behind me. Seems like something from the Matrix. It could be. Is the camera facing the Scale Trains booth? Or is the camera facing away from the Scale Trains booth? Or are you saying if I go stand where the 34 is and I turn around, that I'll be able to see the camera because it is facing the Scale Trains booth? There it is. So there's the virtual rail fan camera. Boy, that was hard to find. Very hard to find. Although if anybody wants to find me, just go find my live streams. I am going to make my way back over to the Mini Prince booth, though. I do think I should, at some point, retire for the evening because I am tired. So retiring because I'm tired is a very, very good thing. I'm going to pick up the pace just a little bit because Bernard was actually just calling me. He's probably calling me to ask if I need a ride somewhere or if he should just leave me. I actually don't even see him over there. I will find somebody. There's got to be somebody here that is going back towards the Sheraton, and I can jump on a. Tom was giving me directions to the virtual railfan camera on a different stream. You gotta love it. You can't make this stuff up. I'm back at the Mini Prince booth. This has been Heath from Humanity Junction, coming from Amherst Live, the 2024 show. I will be doing some more streams from here, so keep an eye out. And oh, you can't see the booth? Am I blocking it? It's back there somewhere. I'm getting out of here, though. I need some food. Everyone have a fantastic evening, and I will see you all tomorrow. From the city that never sleeps, farewell, model citizens.